In this video, you will learn the basic volleyball rules. Volleyball is played on a rectangular field of 18 by 9 meters, surrounded by an unobstructed area. It is divided in two by a net and has a front zone of 3 meters width on each side of the net. The height of the net is 2.43 meters for men and 2.24 meters for women. Two antennae, or rods, are attached to the net above the sidelines. The rods pass 80 centimeters vertically up from the sidelines and mark the boundaries for where the ball can be played. To play, 2 teams of 6 players rally the ball to each other over the net, between the rods. The ball can touch the net during its passage. The teams play 3 sets against one another, up to 25 points. In the case of a 5th set, it is played up to 15 points. A winning team needs at least 2 clear points to win a set. A team scores a point in 2 instances: when the ball hits the ground on the opponent's side of the court, or when a team is unable to return the ball or commits a foul. To learn more, watch our video on the basic fouls. Each game begins with a serve hit with the hand. The team which receives the ball is entitled to 3 touches with the ball before sending it back. All parts of the body can be used. A single player does not have the right to touch the ball twice in a row. If the team which served wins the point, they keep the same server. If the receiving team wins the point, it wins the serve, and its players rotate clockwise. To learn more, watch our video titled "Knowing the Zones, Positions and Roles of Players." You're now familiar with the basic rules of volleyball. Over to you. In this video, you're going to learn how to avoid committing a foul when playing volleyball. In volleyball, there are 2 types of rule violations to avoid: playing violations and technical violations. Firstly, the playing violations: hitting the ball into or under the net, outside the antennae, and beyond the boundaries of the opponent's court are all playing violations. Therefore, make sure that the ball passes over the net, even if it touches it, and between the antennae. Make sure that it lands within the boundaries of the opponent's court. It is against the rules for a player to hit the ball 2 times in a row, and for the team to hit the ball more than 3 times. Therefore, make sure you never hit the ball more than once, and be careful to count the number of times the ball has been hit by your team. Take note that making a block does not count as a touch. Finally, it is a playing violation for the ball to touch the ground on your side of the court. Organize yourselves as a team in order to defend, take control of the ball, and return it with a spike. Secondly, technical rule violations. You must respect rotational positions if you don't want to be penalized with a technical foul. To avoid this type of violation, don't forget to rotate each time you serve. Move 1 position clockwise so that your team adopts their new positions on the court. When serving, your foot must neither touch the line nor your side of the court if you haven't yet hit the ball. To serve properly, your foot must not touch your side of the court. When attacking or defending, you must not touch the net, and your foot must never fully touch the opponent's side of the court. Finally, carrying or holding the ball or having prolonged contact with the ball is a technical foul. When you pass the ball, carry out a bump pass, or an attack, your contact with the ball must be forceful and brief. Over to you. In this video, you're going to find out about the basic equipment needed to play volleyball. To play volleyball, you'll need the following items: kit, a pair of shoes, and some knee pads. Firstly, the kit. Start by taking off your jewelry, as it could cause injury. The basic kit is made up of socks, shorts, and a t-shirt with or without sleeves. The color of the jersey is different for each team. The whole team must have the same color and type of jersey, except for the libero. Secondly, the shoes. Volleyball shoes are light and supple, with soles made of soft rubber or material with plenty of grip to allow for fast movements. Make sure you choose a type with good cushioning to ensure you have a soft landing after jumping. By doing this, you will avoid injuries to your legs and joints. Thirdly, knee pads. Knee pads protect the knees, much used during passes and dives undertaken to recover the ball. So don't hesitate to put them on, whether you're playing a match or simply training. You now know how to equip yourself for volleyball. Over to you. In this video, you will learn how to select the most convenient ball for your volleyball practice. In volleyball, balls are made up of a combination of colors. All the balls have the same size and are made up of 8 to 18 panels sewn or soldered together. The balls used for teaching are often sewn and are made of foam. The balls used for competitions are often synthetically laminated or made of soft leather. They can vary from 65 to 68 centimeters in circumference, depending on the fabric and the pressure. There are 3 types of balls which can vary in weight depending on the age and practice of players. Up to 11 years, the balls weigh between 200 and 220 grams. From 11 to 13 years, the balls weigh between 230 to 250 grams. Above 13 years, the balls weigh between 260 and 280 grams. The ball should be properly inflated, otherwise its trajectory could be imprecise and heavy, and you would feel lots of vibration when striking the ball. To test the pressure of the ball, bounce it at about 1 meter from the ground. If it returns to your hand, it is properly inflated. Now all that's left to do is choose the most convenient ball for you. Over to you. In this video, you will learn how to perform 2 types of serve. We're going to look at how to do an underhand serve and an overhand serve. First, the underhand serve. Position yourself anywhere behind the baseline. During service, you are never allowed to place your feet inside the court or on the baseline. Point your shoulders towards the net, bend your knees slightly, and bring your weak foot forward. This will be your left foot if you are right-handed. Hold the ball in the hand that's on the same side as your weak foot. Hold the ball in front of you, in line with your other arm, at a height between your hips and waist. Your arm should be slightly bent. Make a pendulum-like movement with your free arm and hit the ball from underneath. You can choose to hit the ball with either an open hand for greater precision or a closed hand for greater power. When you hit the ball, shift your body weight from your back foot to your front foot. Don't try to hit the ball hard. The power of your serve comes from the ample movement and speed of your arm. Next up, the overhand serve. For this serve, extend the arm holding the ball and toss it into the air. The ball should be tossed just above your head, slightly in front of you and in line with your other arm. With your other arm, hit the center of the ball with a flat hand, sending it upwards and forwards. Keep your arm straight. When you hit the ball, shift your body weight from your back foot to your front foot. The underhand serve is the easiest to perform, but also the easiest for your opponent to receive. With both serves, coordination and controlling your movements are essential to striking the ball at the right moment. So time to get training. In this video, you will learn how to block a volleyball attack or spike. You will need 2 partners. In the drill that we're going to see, you will need to make the block in real playing conditions without knowing where your opponents have decided to play. Your 2 opponents will place themselves on the other side of the court, close to the net. The first opponent will be in the middle, in the setter position. The second opponent will position themselves on one of the 2 sides, further from the net, ready to attack the space in front, to the left or to the right. Position yourself approximately 30 centimeters away from the net, in the zone facing the opponent who is attacking. Before the drill begins, your opponents will consult one another to choose 3 attacking points at the net. The setter will then launch the ball above their head to invite the movement of the attack. As the ball descends, they will set the ball while announcing the position of attack, left, center, or right. Change your position instantly according to the position of attack. Just before the attacker spikes, anticipate your jump in order to block the ball and stop it from passing. Repeat this sequence with the 3 attacking positions chosen. To make the drill more difficult, you can choose not to announce the position of the attack. To make the drill even more difficult still, position yourself at the end of the net, off the court, before each attack begins. You should move quickly towards the center of the court while reading the movement of the ball to adapt your position. In order to block the ball perfectly, learn to observe the game and your opponents. Over to you.
Can we